How narcissists use silent treatment. Almost every narcissist knows how to use silent treatment very well. What is ironic is that this is also what they fear the most themselves. That is to be ignored, to be forgotten, and to be treated like they don't matter. Most of us know what it feels like to ignore someone or to be ignored. At some point, we've all given someone the cold shoulder or had it done to us. Silent treatment usually sends a clear message. I am upset with you or I don't approve of what you did. But when a narcissist uses silent treatment, it is much more harmful than normal ignoring. It is not accidental or harmless. It is done on purpose and it is meant to hurt. This is one of the narcissist's most powerful tools, and nearly all narcissists use it at some stage. For a narcissist, silent treatment is a form of punishment. They use it to control you and make you feel bad. What makes it especially cruel is that they often give no explanation at all. The silence can last days, weeks, months, or even forever. Many people are left confused with no answers and no closure about why they were suddenly shut out. This kind of silence is not about needing space or calming down. It is about power and control. The narcissist wants you to feel uncomfortable, confused, and anxious. They want you to start questioning yourself and wondering what you did wrong, even when you have no idea. While the narcissist stays quiet, they are watching your reaction. They want to see you worry. They want you to chase, to apologize, or beg for communication. The more upset you become, the more control they feel they have over you. Your emotional pain becomes their sense of power. Oftenly, the person receiving the silent treatment starts to blame themselves. They replay conversations in their mind, searching for mistakes. They may over-explain, send long messages, or try harder to please the narcissist just to make the silence stop. The narcissist rarely explains why they went quiet. Even when they come back, they usually act as if nothing happened or say, you should know what you did. This keeps you confused and off balance, making it easier for them to control you again. Over time, this pattern damages your confidence. You may start walking on eggshells, afraid to speak freely or express your needs. You begin adjusting your behavior just to avoid being ignored again. The silence also creates emotional dependency. When the narcissist finally talks to you again, it feels like relief. You may feel grateful for even the smallest attention, even though you are hurt by the silence in the first place. This is how silent treatment traps people. It slowly teaches you that your worth depends on the narcissist's approval. The more you try to earn their attention, the more power they gain over your emotions. That is why narcissistic silent treatment is so damaging. It doesn't just hurt in the moment, it slowly breaks down your sense of self, making you feel small, invisible, and unsure of your value. As time goes on, the silence starts to feel unbearable. You may feel restless, anxious, and unable to focus on anything else. Your mind stays stuck on one question: why are they doing this to me? This mental torture is exactly what the narcissist intends. The silence makes you doubt your reality. You may start wondering if you are too sensitive, too demanding, or asking for too much. Even when you did nothing wrong, you begin to feel guilty just to make sense of the pain. Narcissists know that silence hurts more than words. Words can be argued with, explained, or challenged. Silence leaves you alone with your thoughts, fears, and insecurities. That is why they use it so effectively. Now, sometimes the narcissist will still be physically present, but emotionally gone. They may sit in the same room, scroll on their phone, or go about their day while completely ignoring you. This kind of silent treatment feels especially cruel because it reminds you that you are being deliberately excluded. In many cases, the narcissist enjoys watching you struggle. They feel powerful knowing they can affect your mood without saying a single word. Your distress reassures them that they still have control over you. If you try to confront the silence calmly, the narcissist may accuse you of being needy or dramatic. They may say you are making a big deal out of nothing, even though their silence is clearly intentional. This behavior trains you to suppress your feelings. You may stop speaking up, you may stop asking questions, and you may stop expressing your emotions just to avoid being ignored again. Slowly, your voice becomes quieter. Over time, the silent treatment conditions you to accept less and less. What once felt unacceptable begins to feel normal. You may tolerate emotional neglect because it feels better than being completely shut out. This pattern also creates fear. You may constantly worry that one wrong word or action will trigger the silence again. As a result, you become overly careful, trying to keep the peace at your own expense. The narcissist, meanwhile, avoids accountability. Silence allows them to escape responsibility for their behavior. They don't have to explain, apologize, or change because you are too busy trying to fix things. Eventually, the relationship becomes one-sided. You are investing emotional energy, effort, and concern, while the narcissist withholds connection and empathy. This imbalance slowly drains you. The most damaging part is that silent treatment teaches you to link love with pain. You start believing that love means enduring confusion, neglect, and emotional withdrawal. This is why narcissistic silent treatment is not just hurtful, it is emotionally abusive. It is designed to break your sense of safety and replace it with fear and self-doubt. Recognizing this pattern is the first step towards freedom. Once you understand that the silence is a tactic, not a reflection of your worth, you begin to regain clarity. And when clarity returns, the silence loses its power. At first, some people believe something terrible happened to the narcissist when they go silent, that maybe they are sick, maybe they are hurt or overwhelmed. But over time, a painful pattern becomes clear. Once it happens, it keeps happening again and again. Many people trapped in narcissistic relationships become desperate to avoid this silent treatment punishment. Being treated like you don't exist is terrifying. So they start giving up their boundaries, their needs, and their rights. When the narcissist goes silent on you, you will find yourself trying harder, giving more and tolerating more abuse, hoping the silence will stop. Sadly, it doesn't. It is very important to understand this clearly. Silent treatment is about erasing your existence. It is meant to make you feel invisible and unimportant. Narcissists use this tactic in many different ways. If a narcissist uses silent treatment on you and you stay, it will continue. It almost always leads to the final discard when they leave for good. Now, the silent treatment after breakup. This is one of the most shocking forms of silent treatment. Many people who spent years, even decades, with a narcissist, sometimes sharing children, are stunned by how easily the narcissist cuts them off after leaving or replacing them. There is no explanation, there is no compassion, there is no concern. The narcissist acts as if you never mattered. After years of loyalty and sacrifice, being thrown away like trash is deeply traumatizing. Many of these people were conditioned long ago to put the narcissist first and themselves last. Even so, they can't imagine life without them. Suddenly, the narcissist refuses calls, avoids face-to-face contact, and lets lawyers handle everything. It feels like the narcissist is enforcing no contact with ruthless force. If the new relationship doesn't work out, the narcissist may return as if nothing happened. This cycle, the cheating, leaving, silent treatment, coming back, false promises, often repeats for years until it finally ends. This behavior is not caused by guilt. Narcissists always justify their actions to themselves. In their mind, the former partner has already been devalued and dismissed. What hurts most is how sudden and final it feels. One moment you are loved and desired, the next moment you are nothing. Narcissists can switch from praise to hatred in seconds. People experience this not only in long relationships, but even in short ones. Some narcissists tell dramatic stories about soulmates and destiny. Then they vanish without a trace, leaving their victims confused and broken. If this happened to you, you may wonder if the connection was real. The painful truth is that it wasn't the same for them. You are meeting the emotional needs, not sharing a mutual bond. Let's look at the everyday silent treatment from a narcissist. When a narcissist feels hurt, embarrassed, or deprived of attention, they may punish you with silence. They won't explain why. They may give vague answers or ignore you completely. This creates anxiety and confusion. You try to fix something you don't understand. If you stay calm, they often escalate the silence until you react. Once you react, they have control. They twist the situation, blame you, or abandon you again. Your emotional distress feeds them. They may turn off their phone so that you call repeatedly. Later, they show others your calls to paint you as an unstable or controlling. This earns them sympathy and attention. Many people experience this repeatedly. Trying to engage with a narcissist makes things worse. Ignoring it also makes things worse. Either way, you lose. Now, silent treatment when you need support most. This is one of the most heartless forms of silent treatment from a narcissist. When something painful happens in your life, a loss, illness, or grief, the narcissist often becomes cold and distant. When you need comfort, they disappear. If you confront them, they may leave completely or attack you for seeking support elsewhere. They feel angry when attention is not on them. Your pain threatens their need to be the center of focus. Many people report being abandoned during serious illness, family deaths, or emotional crises. Narcissists often seek new partners during these times instead of offering care. To them, needing support makes you a burden. When a narcissist withdraws and disappears, sometimes they are often pursuing someone else. Silence and absence are usually signs they are getting attention elsewhere. If the new situation fails, they may return suddenly and expect things to continue as before, without explanation. Victims often accept this just to escape the pain of being ignored. Over time, self-worth erodes and abuse becomes normalized. Eventually, some people are discarded permanently. By then, their confidence and identity may already be shattered. Silent treatment triggers deep fear of abandonment. Many people chase the narcissist. They apologize and they take blame just to keep the relationship. When the tactic stops working, the narcissist may suddenly return to pull you back in. Nothing is resolved, the cycle restarts. True healing begins only when you stop engaging altogether. No contact is not silent treatment. It is a healthy boundary. It is choosing self-respect and safety, not punishment or control. Now, what does silent treatment really mean? At its core, narcissistic silent treatment sends one brutal message. You mean nothing to me. It is emotional violence. Sometimes it is temporary. Sometimes it is permanent. When a narcissist no longer needs you or feels exposed, you are erased. Healing requires distance. Space becomes your strength. You must detach. You must turn inward and repair the parts of yourself that were broken by this dynamic. There is no closure with a narcissist. There is only recovery without them. When you truly step away, they may try to pull you back. Resist. Going back only deepens the damage. The work is hard, but it restores your dignity, clarity, and self-worth. And that is how you finally break free. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.